Okay, this is going to be the first progression of the exercises and the movement practice that we are going to cover. Keep in mind, please do this barefoot. Better to have no socks on, but if you have socks on, that's better than having shoes. Tip number 2, if you have a mirror that you can do this in front, please do that. So first thing is first, it's going to be proper posture, proper position, finding pelvic neutral. Let's find that middle point. Okay, the head above the shoulders, fully extended, arms are extended outwards like this. Okay, starting here, I'm going to take my heels, I'm going to bring them more out, kind of pigeon-toed. And now as I stand here, I'm going to push my heels apart, and I'm going to do some deep breathing, lifting my rib cage off of my pelvis. I'm feeling some tension right here around the glutes as my heels are pushing apart from each other. I feel some tension in my low back when I take a deep breath in, lifting my rib cage. Let's do quite the opposite. We're going to pull the heels towards each other without letting the knees collapse. I feel the muscles of my inner thighs, the muscles of my low back really activating here. Once again, continuing that breathing. Let's take 2 feet a little wider apart. Same thing, pigeon-toed, pushing out with my heels. Deep breath in. Opposite. Pulling the heels towards each other. Deep breath in. Good. Let's go into a hip hinge. I'm going to go to the side. From this position, we're going to bring the pelvis back. We're going to lift the arms up, making sure the neck is looking at the horizon. The eyes are level with the ground. As I go back, I'm going to take a deep breath in. I'm using my breath here to get deeper into the lunge. Into the hinge, I mean. Good. On this last one, we're going to go ahead, go into that hip hinge and hold. Deep breath here. Okay, shake it off. We're going to do the same thing, except now we're also going to engage the heels, pulling them apart from each other. So I pull them apart with my feet pigeon-toed, turned inwards, going into this hip hinge, holding here, pulling the legs apart, pulling the heels apart from each other. Deep breath in. Good, let's relax, stand up straight, shake it off. Same position, everything the same, except this time we're pulling the heels together, activating all these muscles. Make sure your knees are not collapsing in like that. I'm engaging my legs, going into the hip hinge. And bringing it back up. Once again. Good. We're going to do a couple more reps here. No holds. Feet are relaxed, but they are stable. We're not pushing or pulling the heels together. Good. Next up, we're gonna go into lunges. Let's step forward. We're going to bring one leg back. And let's bring it back to neutral. Other leg. Now we're gonna do same side. One arm goes forward as the leg reaches. We're gonna do a couple here on this side. Just getting used to that hip extension. It's gonna be crucial as we progress through more difficult exercises. Switching sides. And you don't need to step very far back. If all you have is this, that's fine. If you can go further, you can do that. If you feel like you're losing balance when you're stepping back, bring your feet wider and then step back wider. It'll give you more of balance. We're gonna alternate now. Good. I'm gonna start with my right leg. I'm gonna step it back, finding a position where I feel stable. If someone were to push me, I'm here, okay? Going into that, decompressing breathing, right? Arms out. I'm standing tall. Deep breath in. Good. Now I'm going to imagine like I'm pulling the back leg forward and the front leg back as I'm in this extended position. Remember to breathe throughout the whole process here. Good, we're gonna do the opposite. This leg is gonna go backwards, this leg is gonna go forwards. This is engaging and activating muscles that might not have worked for years. You may feel some soreness. It's totally normal to feel some pain, some discomfort while doing this. But if you feel an onset of sharp or significant pain, take a break, pause, come back to it later that day. Now, same thing here. Front leg is gonna go forwards, back leg is gonna go backwards. But notice I'm not actually moving, I'm just engaging the muscles. For this one, I feel it a lot in my low back, some in the upper glute. I also feel a huge stretch on my hamstring. Breathing, lifting the rib cage and down. We're gonna do the opposite. Front leg is gonna push back leg is gonna push forward. Good. Shake it off for a second. Now we're gonna have one leg forward, one leg back. Standing in that strong position, we're gonna take our arms, we're gonna bring them together, okay? They're not perfectly straight. I'm actually bending them at the elbows. Okay, and then from here, I'm squeezing my arms together. I'm engaging my lats right here. I'm squeezing this together. As I'm in this lunging position, now I'm going to bring the forward leg back and the back leg forward. I'm engaging all these muscles here, so this leg back, this leg forward, as I'm holding this and squeezing my lats together. Deep breath in. Couple more. Good, shake it off. Other leg. Standing straight. This leg is going to be going forward. This leg is going to be going backwards. I'm squeezing. My pelvis is straight ahead. Bringing my arms together, slightly bend at the elbows, and I squeeze. As I squeeze there, I'm also squeezing my legs together. Deep breath in. Couple more. Perfect. All done.